Hey guys, how's it going? Been a little while. I'm just gonna quickly finish setting up the rest of the stream whilst we get ready for this. I finally finished updating the game. It's been quite some time since we last had an update like this for the game. We've got a new remaster for a tile set, and that last happened a few years ago. I think almost 3 years ago. And I think that was for Jupiter. And this remaster is arguably larger than that one. We've got a new boss, we've got a new quest. The new boss isn't entirely new, it's the Jackal being remastered, but from what I've seen, it is very different and a lot better. I just hope that I won't be killing it in like 4 or 5 shots. That's all I'm hoping for. I do have a little bit of news to go through. Some of you guys might not be familiar with what I post on Discord. I said that I was going to be getting a whole bunch of guides out, and I intend to get them out one day after the other. So basically, I'll be posting daily guides for Warframe. However, the announcement from the devs from one of the dev streams of hard mode and ultra hard mode being added to the game actually means so much for Warframe, because it's going to have scaling rewards based on the difficulty, which means farming Warframe is going to be very different for many different missions. So like Hydron, for example, won't be one of the best XP farming spots anymore. It could be one of the Earth tile sets, for example, because you can raise the enemy levels there, and resource drops are also going to be different as well. So the optimal farming spots and the optimal, honestly, just farming for anything in general for Warframe is very different now. Or not now, but it will be very soon when they add that. And I want to hold my guides off for that, because if I post all the guides now, I'm gonna have to redo all of them again as soon as they drop the new difficulty system for Warframe, and that's gonna suck having to redo everything. So I've got most of those guides on hold. It's more than 40 different guides, so it's not a small amount, and that's kind of why I don't want to do them all over again. So just wait on that, wait for hard mode to be added to the game. The devs wanted to add it, not this update, the update before this one. That's when they wanted to add hard mode and ultra hard mode. But it's not coming with this update either, so we'll have to wait for the next dev stream to see what they say and when it's coming, so that I can get those guides out. There are 2 or 3 other guides that I can actually get out that aren't really affected by difficulty. So I'm considering getting them out soon after covering everything in this update. So, yeah. With that said, we can pretty much get into the game. I'm going to mute my music over here, because we'll have in-game music. There's a lot to do here. There's a quest. I want to try the new Warframe. There's a boss, and also some new weird activity that I don't know too much about. So don't mind the black screen for now. Actually, I'll just switch it to here, and I need to pop out my live chat so I can see you guys, because OBS has been having problems loading my live chat. Alright, get that over there. Alright. Yeah, the update has just arrived, obviously. I should be able to switch now. Might be a black screen just for a little bit. There we go. They're never going to announce getting out of open beta. I mean, honestly, the game really isn't in beta anymore. I think it mostly provides them with the flexibility to update the game more regularly. I think that's the greatest advantage they have by keeping it in beta. Although this is one of the biggest beta games in the world, so you can't really consider it a beta anymore. First thing I need to do is sabotage. Is that a storm crown? It is indeed. It's been a while. Can't wait till the update gets to consoles. It should be coming soon. So, I'll mention now, I haven't been playing much Warframe. I've been logging in every single day to get my daily logins. But otherwise, I haven't had much to do in Warframe because I maxed just about every single item in the game. So the last time I actually played was with Scarlet Spear. And I made a pretty big mistake with Scarlet Spear because I didn't cash in my credits before the event expired, so I'm missing out on those 2 weapons, which is a bit of a shame. And there's no other way to acquire them. Oh wait, they've got new weapons in the game. The Stelta and the Stropha. Nikos Moa. Okay, there's a new Moa type as well. And Velox. Okay, so there's a decent amount of stuff. This means I should be able to get to Mastery Rank 29 now. So yeah, the only thing I didn't do was I didn't grind for Titania Prime, although I can probably just buy the set with Plat. That's one thing that I'm going to include in an upcoming guide. Sometimes it's infinitely better to farm Platinum than farm the specific things you need, because you'll get the Platinum faster than you can get the parts. And then you just buy the stuff with the Platinum. And that's how I've pretty much maxed everything in the game. I'll be having a Platinum guide out soon, because I managed to get over 10,000 Platinum in a month just by doing a little bit of grinding. And that wasn't every single day commitment. It's possible to get a whole lot more than 10,000 Platinum in a month, and that's kind of crazy. So I'll be getting a guide out for that pretty soon. Alright. So, Mastery Rank 29 is now possible for everyone who's not a founder, which is pretty cool. What's the code for the bunker? I don't know. You'll have to check for yourself. Wait, did they add the difficulty? I don't think they did. No, they didn't. Unless there is something I'm missing. At some point, Barrow will have them. It is possible, and at the same time, they might even bring that event back again. Although, I'm not too fond of them doing the event with the arcanes, because even though you had to do quite a bit of grinding for the arcanes, it drastically reduced their value, which was one of the main methods of obtaining Platinum. Is it good, the update? I don't know, I just got in. And I need to check my inbox. Alright, I'm required to say this. As a partner, I get a whole bunch of stuff from the update so that I can get it out to you guys sooner, if need be. So that probably means I have the weapons and some cosmetics. I'm actually quite excited for this because I've almost been intentionally holding off Warframe for a while just so that I don't what's the word for it? So I don't like grind it too much so that I get sick of it. I forget the word. But basically I just don't want to I didn't want to grind every single new thing as it came out. I kind of just wanted to leave a little bit of a gap so that I at least have some more stuff to do all at once. So, when will the Plague event come back? It should be coming back within the next 6 months. They don't do it very often, and they did it recently. How do I get my UI like this? You go to Options, Interface, and UI Customization, and then you can change your themes. Alright, so we've got a new quest. Deadlock Protocol. and let's begin it.
Decided. The fleet has been retrofitted and redeployed to begin at once. New lanes, trawling for old things. By prophet and void, by the blessed handless founder, we hereby invoke the Deadlock Protocol.
Solaris. Be you Sumper, Rail Agent, Crud Diver, or Pit Boss. Hear this. Your comrades, your friends, your family, good people with clear debts are being taken. Vanished. Nathaniel, in his hubris, is writing checks and cashing them with Solaris lives. There is upset in the halls of corpus power. The foundations of their kleptocracy tremble. To Neth, we say this. You are seen. To the Solaris, make yourselves heard. To those who have aided us in the past, join us now. You are needed.
Thanos. Without a fully decorated orbiter? What do you mean? Well, I guess it's not just bombarded with cosmetics, but I do like a bit of a minimalist design. So you can see I've got my Shorzens over here. Some individual cosmetics make my relic stuff look good. Paintings, more Shorzens. And yeah, I keep it kind of simple. I don't want it to be too cluttered. There are a lot of YouTubers that just have every single cosmetic in the game just plastered all over the place. And I tend to like more subtle designs. So that's just me. Yeah, the new update is here. You do need to grind for Protea. At least, I think so. I get mine for free, so I don't know how to get the Warframe yet. The new war finale after Deadlock in the list of things? Possibly. They haven't announced anything else after this. They only announced the Operation Scarlet Spear and Deadlock Protocol. They haven't actually revealed any other updates that they have set in stone. So next dev stream we'll probably get more info on that. Most likely. Otherwise they'll just be covering more Deadlock Protocol. I'm also currently trying out the new engine again, which is the deferred rendering, which you can change in your settings when you open up the game. Now, I'm thinking I just bring Protea with and put an XP booster on, just so that I can level her up whilst we play and figure her out, because I haven't looked too much into her. Affinity. I don't want to grind her to 50 and then do everything. I'd rather just do it as we play. She should be tanky enough for the majority of the content here. And just in case, I guess I can put on some smaller mods. Or I can put on Umbral Intensify here. Yeah. Alright. Well, we'll need to level her up and see what she's capable of, and we'll only really notice that when she gets to the higher levels. I'll also make sure to equip Rubico and Nakana. As for secondary, this shouldn't matter too much. If I do have one of the new weapons here, I'll just equip it for the sake of XP. The Velox. And we'll just run normal Protea for one mission before I change our colors. Xeneric... no. We're gonna go Naramon. And I guess no, I should actually change. Re-upload my bathwater video? No, that's staying private. You gotta pay to see that. Fashion frame is endgame, that is true. I've spent way too much time fashion framing in this game. Alright, well, let's go ahead and start the first part of this quest. Levels 10 to 13. This is going to be a challenge. Islam Tenno.
Yes, Biz and I may be in over our heads on this one. Listen up. This Deadlock spat is costing Solaris lives. The Corpus founder, some long-dead cove named Parvis Granum, carries a lot of messianic clout. Well, Neff's claiming the old man's got an heir. If true, that heir can, by rights, claim total control of the board. Board schisms and infighting might be the main reason SU survived this long. If the board unifies under one person, one found by Neff, our people will...
This is looking really nice.
I need you on this. You in?
I never really liked the old tileset, but this is so much better. There's so much more space. You can tell it's actually been designed with mobility in mind. Turn up game volume. Oh, sorry. Let me know if that's too loud now. Oh wait, what? What's this from? Okay, well, I should probably get back up. And I'm missing my chat now. There we go. This is perfect. Alright, awesome. Yeah, sorry. I normally have my game volume a lot softer when I play, because I play the game on speakers. And I keep it a lot softer for that reason. So sorry about that, guys. So it's only a 2-point capture for interception. Oh, this is the new gun. I don't even have it modded. Doesn't have a secondary fire. Okay.
It's Neff, all right. Patching through.
With but a meager derivatives portfolio and limited vesting options. I never knew my paths. But as an orphan, poor as I said, I found great riches within the tenets
Wait, what?
of our glorious founder, Harvard.
Enemy disappeared. First ability throws some grenades. Although they won't really do much damage at the moment. Because my Warframe is level 2. But I guess we can see its effectiveness against level 10s. If some enemies will show up. This isn't Mag. This is Protea, the new Warframe. Alright, it kills level 13. Pretty useful. Oh yeah, I just realized the enemies have shield gating, that's why it tanked my shots over there. One thing I'm still not entirely used to is shield gating in general, just because there's so many bosses where you can get one shot and then you just still have full health. It's something that is still very strange to me. The grenades regenerate shields if you hold the ability. See, it overcharges as well. Guy walks right past me.
And my humility grew vast. I began to see a certain similarity. I wondered, who am I really? After a protracted negotiation, my birth mother sold to me the secrets of my conception.
Wait, what? Get that signal back.
What is Hildren's new passive? I think it's still basically the same because she gets overall immunity for like a decent amount of time, whereas other Warframes only have that like half a second portion of time for invulnerability. And it's not even invulnerability, it's just a delay for damage. Which is basically the same thing, but it doesn't visually show that you're invulnerable, like it does with Hildren. You're not gonna become a mod, Chad. Forgot my firing rate is a little bit lower on this Rubica. I don't have the same Riven anymore. Oh. That was rude. What do you mean playing as Mercy from Overwatch? This is Tracer. When I get my ult, you'll see. Playing as Mercy.
Founder. And, more importantly, his heir. Now I have only to prove it. That is where all of you
The brass on this mucker.
Ah, it hardly lasts long at all.
Trust fund lunatic. Do your thing. I'll check in with my Whisper network. Let you know what they're saying. Talk soon.
The new tileset's looking really good. I haven't even explored much at all because that was an interception mission. But I'll be more interested to see what the other missions will have to offer.
Got dirt that isn't safe to shovel out in the open. You know where to meet.
Which one increases the amount of void dashes you can do? I believe that is Xeneric, because it increases your energy pool. Naramon increases the speed, at which you can do that. So you dash further, faster. But the reason why I use Naramon is because it's got such a massive radius that you get energy back by passing through enemies. So I make more energy than I use when I dash. So essentially, I have infinite void dash when passing through missions, which is the fastest method of speedrunning missions. Just get that darker. Feel like this can go with a white. I mean, I don't want to, as usual, on a stream, I don't want to fashion frame for too long because it takes a while for me to get what I truly want. So I'll just be as fast as I can. And let's actually get an animation for her. Noble or agile? While I do prefer this, she's standing too low down. And at the same time, I'm gonna need none if I want to customize her first. So let's quickly go with Heartwood. Okay, that works. That doesn't look too bad. This is a new one. Sure, why not? I'll try it. She. Anyone know how to get that Nightwave notification box? What do you mean? It should be available as soon, like whenever you press escape. Unless there's a toggle for it. No, it's right here. It was called, no, it was called Dark Sector before Warframe. The Warframe's head looks like a wang. Fine, I'll change it, make it look a lot cooler. Yeah, I like this one. There, you happy now? I'm actually getting some Halo Reach vibes from this. I don't know why. It's just the front lid of that helmet. Energy color for her. Honestly, let's just go with a green. Would green suit her? She reminds me a lot of Mesa, and I use green from Mesa. So I'll just leave it at this for now, not go too crazy with anything. And it's the attachments that are generally supposed to have the most color, because otherwise my frame looks almost entirely black and white, and that is the case for the majority of my Warframes. So I need Regalia, Front Sigil, Rhino. Turn that upside down. Black and green. Widen it a bit. Not too much. Height. Honestly, that seems fine. I don't need to go too overboard with that. Attachments, just get all the correct colors. legs. Sure, let's just go with hardwood. The tier is kind of cool. Toxin doesn't really suit her, and that one's a no. So I guess we'll just go with Lotus for now. And then Syandana. Color first. I'm honestly not sure what kind of Syandana would fit her. This is a new one too. This is part of the Ash collection though. Yeah, this is the one that goes with Protea. Although I'm not particularly fond of the design. I kind of like this one the most, although I need to change one of the colors. I believe this needs to be dark, and then something else needs to be light. Try this. Yeah, that works. And I'm just gonna change those shoulder pads because honestly, they don't look as good as I thought they would. At least on her. I do feel like Embolist suits her very nicely. So I'll just go with that for now. Yeah, we're good to go. Looking better. Protea thick? Kinda. But Mesa still wins. Wisp still wins. So she's like, you know, in terms of tiers for Warframes, probably like B tier. That would be a horrible video to make. A Warframe tier list. Although there's probably someone who's already done a tier list for Warframe asses. So yeah, I don't think I'm the first to think of that. And then animation. Yeah, she's looking a lot better now. Ivar is my waifu. She is actually my waifu. My number one. Alright. Next mission, finally. Calm down, Chad. No, Justin, I'm not calling her fat. I'm just saying she's not up to, like, the ultimate standard, you know? The game seems to run a lot better on deferred rendering now. Beforehand it didn't run too well. It looked a lot better, but otherwise looks a lot better now. They've fixed a lot of glitches. Although me saying that, I'm probably going to encounter some new ones.
Neff's making a succession play. Sumper thinks he can prove he's a sprog of noble descent. No idea how. Parvus was assassinated before any of us were an itch. Biz?
Look familiar, Outworlder. Warframe, yes, but one of a kind. Protea. Legend says she was built specifically for and assigned to one Parvos Granum. Yes, part of a deal Granum cut with the Orokin themselves. Granum was no amateur, he had real power. Our ear inside says Neff's techs have found a lead on Protea's whereabouts. Protean traces, they're calling them.
Branham.
The protein traces.
Killed when someone, a board member most likely, sabotaged the void drive.
Turns out Protea's actually a guy.
Neff wants gene proof, but there's nothing left to scan.
And yet, so they believe, they found Granum's Warframe bodyguard, who was with Granum when that void drive went critical. So, who is to say what's true?
Update should come out on console in the next couple weeks.
Because of this. That's true. I know it. I don't care if Parvus Granum is dead, alive, or making change tap dancing in a Grenier officer's mess. Sparky, you find what Neff's looking for. You'll find out what happened to our...
Coomstains.
Get on it.
Exactly. It's from the entire Tenno community. It's nothing new here. Alright, she told me to do something. And, not entirely sure what it is. Although I probably need to go up to the top of the Orb Vallis, but if so, we'll just go straight there. Oh no, it's V Prime, which should be... Actually, I don't even know. I don't even know what type of mission it is. Exactly. I'm kind of breaking the system here by playing as Protea. When everyone's like all the characters are like, there's this new bodyguard.
Detectives should be on board. Not
Mysterious. Oh wow.
see what you can find.
Yet it's standing right in front of them. Oh, this looks pretty cool. This is where you shouldn't be standing. I said that a little bit too late.
It's, right.
Another one of these.
Great, big hand.
Granum tribute. Story is, Parvos was missing his left hand. See if you can...
Another engineering blunder? We need confirmation. Reset and get our next volunteer into position.
I like her jumping animation, it's pretty cool. I wish more Warframes would be like looked at and changed
Never seen one
for their general movement animations.
not as big as a person. Patch me into the system. Could do with some noise while I'm eyeballing the bits.
It's pretty strong. I kind of like that ability actually. I need to mod it more obviously. Get its level up.
Our Solaris brothers and sisters. Want you nothing, so I swear you will return.
You and your bleeding heart, Tenant. I really don't have time for this. My robotics, on the other hand, do. Children,
I have the wrong build on this Nakana.
I have history to make.
Calm down, Chad.
Ready now? Protein trace spiking. It's time! Send in the next volunteer!
They're gearing up for something.
I'm quite interested in where that hand will take me, because I know that you need certain kinds of currency, or it's almost an index-inspired system, but it takes you to another dimension. And that's the only thing the devs haven't shed too much light on, they just tease it all the time.
No! This! What is that thing?
Exactly. It takes them to another dimension.
Outworlder, hold position. I'm getting something.
Look at all that money.
He'll pay for this. Volunteers. He's killing our people for some kind of weapons test.
Maybe
What does my third ability do?
nothing signal from that jockey's ring.
Gives me buffs.
Kind of signal.
We don't know yet. Outworlder, don't let them cut the signal before I can decode it.
I see its damage stacks up the longer it shoots. So you can probably make a pretty cool build for it. It's a really cool ability. So, in a way, basically Mesa 2.0, because we finally have auto aim back. It's like a companion that is actually useful. How did I miss those guys? Did they get rid of yellow but put in navy on Jackal? I don't know. I didn't want to look too much at the new Jackal boss because I didn't want to spoil it for myself. But we'll see soon.
What is this? What are we looking at?
The jockey's feed.
Sparky, you better get out of there. Well, we make sense of this.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so nice. It already starts off at pretty decent damage. Because my Protea is like really low rank, and I don't have her modded well at all. And it's already decimating these enemies.
Be waiting for you, Outworlder.
Do Jackal? I definitely will, although I do want to finish this quest. I wonder if it's even part of the quest. I know, I can go straight here. Although I just want to finish this quest first, and then we'll definitely go try out the new boss. Oh yeah, I forget.
Many supporters across the Origin system. Everyone is asking, when will
How many kids are going to grow up in the feds because of this? How many parents lost because I couldn't do my job?
UD. There's a vent kid. A very long time ago. who would have hero worshipped the woman she became. You're enough.
If Neff intends to visit that pocket for his proof, he won't risk himself. Not at first. Sparky, you can beat him to it. Biz has figured out how to activate Neff's Granum tributes. You won't believe this.
These tributes are essentially...
Rest in peace, music.
You'll need a Granum crown. You'll have to search the ship.
Neff as the corpus figurehead, with a united board behind him, will be hell for us and workers everywhere. See if you can get across first. Tax whatever proof he's hoping to collect, muck up his plan, and find our people.
That's actually an interesting interaction. I'm not sure how nullifier orbs would work against that little drone bot. If it would shoot the orb, if it would shoot the little drone at the top, or if it just would not shoot at all. Vortex plus turret, that equals Groffit, not profit. Alright, back to the surface again. And by the surface, I mean the surface of my orbiter. Okay, let's wait. This is taking us to Phobos. Oh yeah, I forgot they've remodeled all of the tile sets throughout all of the different planets. The only tile sets that haven't been remastered, I'd assume, would be the infested ones. So we'll still have the same crappy tile set to navigate there. But this also means that they're likely to revamp that as well.
To cross over, you'll need to find a Granum crown first. Search the area.
And we are
If you make it across, keep an eye out for our
so close to level 10 to getting the I'm already Tracer ability.
Their parents aren't coming home.
That looks pretty cool.
The tomb is verified intact. Dispatch the treasurer with my offering. It's time I paid tribute myself.
All right, here's our chance. Time to tax the taxman.
The textures are moving.
If only Parvos could have lived to see this day. Imagine his face, beaming with pride, as he bestowed upon me his son, that sacred golden hand. My surgeons have assured me the procedure will be painless. A pound of old flesh for a glorious new leg.
I'd pay top credits for crap in Neff's coffin. Double if he was still alive.
One scan of Parvos Granum, and my lineage shall be proven. None shall deny me.
Wow, he's tanky.
Hello? Again? Not today. As Parvos
Granum crown.
my offering to make. I am coming, Father. It is I who shall pay tribute. Your death is almost home. They must not reach him before we do.
Guess I can set a point to return
He
to,
would still be intact.
and then I reactivate it
The tribute.
and go back.
Expect some friction.
Tracer. Now the real thing is, I don't know if she gets like a damage boost or some kind of buff for using the ability. And I also know that there's a punishment, like if I don't activate it before time goes out, she'll like fall over. Extended and Nightmare. Okay.
We've got a lock on you, Outworlder. Good luck.
Level 10 Protea? Wait, I'm not allowed to use my ult here.
So long
sanctuary? I am Parvos Granum. Thank you for finding me.
I the void. You are alive! My faith never wavered.
I live. Treachery seethed within the heart of the faith I had built when the board's assassins overloaded my transport's void drive. Protea, my beautiful Protea, and her gift for manipulating time preserved me.
I can't sprint in case you guys didn't know. Okay, now I can. This place looks pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Destiny in a bit. The Tangled Shore. It has some similarities to it.
But at the cost of all that
What's that? Is that a Warframe?
now she is nothing more than a specter of her former self. My beautiful Protea. That is why you have been invited here.
Father, permit me to show you all I have built in your name. To Nef Anya that honor.
My name. I have watched you.
I am the true Protea.
Monuments to now
This is the imposter.
demanding others sweat in your stead, gorging upon that which you have not earned. Watched as you claimed for yourself my teachings of self-reliance, perverting them into a flaccid philosophy of sloth, of idleness. Is that you, my son?
What happens if I leave it?
Son,
You know
Spectre particles.
falling short as you do of every ideal that I value. Your word
Nothing, it just remains particles.
are the model of inadequacy. I called you, Nathaniel, but I do not need you. I need them.
there, Tenno? Father, you're making a mistake. Come out.
Protea has scanned her kin, and with that, she is reinvigorated. Now, my lovely, if you wouldn't mind, show our guests the door.
We've got a lock on you, Outwelder. Good luck.
It's funny having that happen to me when I'm actually a Protea.
Outwelder, I'm pulling sensory feeds from a trip you haven't taken yet. And hearing myself say things I've never said in a place I've never seen. Parvos? Yudi, you should see this. What if
I see.
similar logs?
So if I die in that phase, I fall.
We've got bigger
I see.
problems than Neff now. Get out of there.
Use a more tanky Warframe? Oh, for now we should be fine.
Watching me, have you? Well, watch as I show you how we do things.
Ooh.
Crew, repel those specters. We have big fish to fry.
That new dimension is quite interesting. And I see there's different Granum medals I can use. And then there is something about ranks for them as well, going up to 75 kills. Not entirely sure what that means, but It is interesting, to say the least.
Vox Solaris. Our interests have come to align. Now, this situation is no one's fault, and I'm not one to point fingers, but my fleet and your workers are facing the same danger. Convince your Tenno servant to re-enter Granum's domain and disable that Proteus Spectre. I have just the thing they'll need, but there is some assembly required. You want to rescue those comrades trapped in there, and I want to keep the past where it belongs. Dead and buried. Deal?
Shame. Zorus blueprints. That looks like a new melee glaive type weapon.
Neff's a bloviating narcissist with the morals of a haunted
Don't I
child,
already have it though?
but at least that makes him predictable. Parvus. That mucker is something else.
No, I don't.
I don't trust Neff, but if any of our own are still alive in there, we have to try. Biz will lead the build on this Zorus gizmo.
Blade, core, and handle. And it is a glaive weapon. Interesting. He's asking his slaves for help. Money is not always power in the Warframe universe. All the corpus are weak. One quick smack from a melee weapon, they're dead. It'll be no different for them. Although he's probably, like, if we were to actually fight Neff, he'll probably just have a whole bunch of nullifier shields around him, and probably, like, multiple levels of shield gating. Just so that we don't one-shot him. The Zorus. Okay, so we basically need to do more missions to build this thing. The quest is not done yet, no. And don't worry, I will still do that boss. Just want to do this quest first. And hopefully along the way we'll max Protea. That would be preferable.
Neff's given us a cipher for an old Granum file. Phantasmic scintilla and motive forces. We'll need more specifics to build whatever this jewel is.
You're making waves, dreamers. I can feel.
I'm ready. Okay, I'm not gonna cheese this. Oh, I'm already cheesing it. I didn't even mean to. Just by hacking something, I go invisible. This is a very nice redesign. This looks so much better than the original.
Looks like a partial find.
Oh, I'm gonna get all 3 parts from this mission, okay.
Some doors ought to remain closed. That's not in my worldview. Fire, fusion,
So it's basically the same, just looking a lot better.
with violence. The precious sample obtained. Development is accelerating. The Enjoti have kept their secrets long enough.
Nice. Ooh! That was close. I want to take my usual route, see how they've changed it. Oh wait, it's different. Very different. Oh! I thought I'd fall down, and I miscalculated the drop. Almost triggered that.
I am calling it the Spectre Particle. As my archimedes explained, mimicry is in its nature. An echo exposed to preset circuits, we are able to imitate behaviors like an infant mirroring herself.
There's just so much space. It's really nice. What? Let's see how they've changed this one. This is one of my favorites. It looks so much cooler. What? Is that closed? I can't jump on the wall over there. Oh, feels bad. Maybe it changes, like with the other one. Just doing it the slow way, just so I can get a feel for it again. Because these were some of my favorites to do. And it's really nice to see how they've improved upon the design.
I baited them to do it. The whole site lit up. 80 megatherm bloom. The whole lab vaporized. Those warframes with it. Fire, fusion, void. Marvel's Granum originated Spectre particle theory. Guts. This old coot is a whole order of intelligence, and that's bad for us. Get back to your ship. I need to figure out this Source thing.
They did pretty well with this new tile set. I really like it. It's now one of my favorites. My favorite would still be the sentient tile set for sure. That's my absolute favorite. I'm 100% assuming you get it after the quest.
Listen up. Business findings indicate
I don't think you'll get Protea during it.
translating himself from that reality into our own. We're not exactly sure how, but we're getting some odd readings. You've got to build the Zorus before Parvus gets free.
So basically it'll be like other quests where when you finish the quest you get the blueprint for her. I'm assuming that's going to be the case. And then that weird void activity will most likely have chances to drop her parts. That would be my guess. I need to build the Zorus. Alright. It's instant. Oh. 0 minutes equals 30 seconds. Oh, I can rush it for 0 platinum. That's really nice.
A weapon. Glaive class, but with an energy trap. Spectre particles, maybe. Has a mid-flight detonation trigger. Tricky, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. Gear up and let's go.
I just want to see if they've made that universal. Like, if I hit 30 seconds here and this goes down to 0 platinum, that'll be quite nice. Unless it's just for that one Zorus. Is my heater on? It was on. Okay, no, it was just for the Zorus. I was literally freezing to death earlier. And it was even worse in the kitchen. I was packing some dishes away and I literally needed to bring the heater into the kitchen. Otherwise, I was just gonna drop dead. Well, I've got the Zorus. So I guess I'll equip it. I'm not sure what type of build to go for because I don't really use glaives. The only time I used a glaive was to self-damage myself when I was playing Chroma, and that's no longer a thing, so I guess I'll just go with standard mods. Reach. Fever Strike. Shocking Touch. Oh, not enough. Okay. Guess it'll be this for now. Use glaive mods. Do I have glaive mods? I don't have mods specific for glaive, and I don't really know how to build for glaives. I know how to build for just about any other melee weapon though. But that build that I put on should be more than good enough. Use Zors to free the Solaris captives in the Granum Void. So I'm assuming I either need to kill them with the Zors, or I need to use like a secondary fire to like throw it and capture them. Kind of like Teshin's Orvius. Yeah, I know it's throwable. Here's some fire to warm me up. Thanks, man. This place is looking nice. Look at all that money. So every single ship just has money lying around in the water. Forgot what my heavy attack is.
This was not the deal, Anna. We have yet to rescue our people. Disengage the destruct.
I can't do
Mouse button 3.
but don't worry.
So yeah, that I was using the right one.
Very comfortable, safe.
The fleet's going to blow. And Welder, aboard.
Wait, it's a time prison, right? Sparky, if you can get back inside before the reactor tilts, you'd theoretically have all the time in the world.
Okay, let's just speedrun this. What? Getting stuck on nothing. Another Granum Crown. Oh. That should be good enough. Okay, we're gonna have a hot fix in 3 minutes.
Biz. I don't think they made it.
I thought I was on solo, but I'm on invite only or friends only, one of the two.
They're alive. Listen, Nev's whole
Because I was playing with friends last update. Oh no, last time I played the game.
to take out Protea. Ready that, Taurus.
But normally I have it on solo. I just forgot. Yeah, Nova is pretty decent for that. Equip this. Okay.
Our ring jockeys. They're trapped in some kind of energy enclosure.
I miss holding
The Saurus to break it
for heavy attack.
Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. There's
What?
no stopping this without stopping Protea. A bit like eating your own, no?
Here they come. Take out the errants, then use the Saurus to trap the spectre particles that escape. You'll have to time it just right.
Oh.
Full charge.
Full charge, okay.
You're trapping our jockeys. You'll need to trigger
Oh, there we go, I got it.
discharge near them. Well done, Outworlder. Now bring the rest home.
Damn it. It's throwing before I expect it to, when I charge it. Oh, discharge. Okay, I see. So I throw it, then I discharge. I get it.
Full charge. Now, target the enclosure trapping our jockeys. You'll need to trigger your Saurus to discharge near them.
By now, your friends have noticed that the overloading void engines are preventing the exits you open.
Alright, let's do this.
From closing. Well done. And goodbye. Enjoy your stay.
Outworlder, you've got to get out of there.
I knew she was gonna use her ult to get all her health back.
She's reversing the temporal field.
Oh damn, look at my health.
That's it. The cycle's degrading.
Damn, this knockback. That's crazy.
She's reversing the temporal field. Try to interrupt it. A fully charged burst from the Saurus might do it. That's it.
What cycle? I don't see anything visually representing it. Oh, she's using hers against mine. Come on. No! Keep switching my weapon.
She's reversing the temporal field. Try to interrupt it. A fully charged burst from the Saurus might do it.
Okay, maybe I need to break her shield first before I do that.
That's it. The cycle's degrading. She's reversing the temporal field. Try to interrupt it. A fully charged burst from the Saurus might do it.
She keeps falling off the cliff. Use arc gun. I don't see how arc gun would do anything here. Because I need to... Oh, when she's using that ability, I can catch her off guard. So, I need to shoot her down. I mean... Never mind, never mind.
Too late. The old man's errant specters have... Huh?
I figured that if I shoot her and then she uses her ult, that's when I throw and disable her, when she's backtracking.
That temporal effect again.
But I guess I got her anyways.
Yes, there are your sensory feeds, just like last time. So, the Saurus worked. In a battle that never happened. Or did it? I have a headache.
Our people are cooling in, Sparky. They're coming home. Tonight, all Fortuna will be singing a verse in your honor.
Whoa, my frame rate. Okay, let's quickly update the game. Although I've got a feeling that might just be the end of the quest there. And it most likely was.
We are reunited. Parents to children. Family to family. Take this time to hold one another. For tomorrow our struggle continues. We will persevere. Know that our emancipation is writ in the stars, with Solaris and Tenno united.
Oh, I just killed her. Yeah, to kill Protea, you need to use your Zorus, throw it, and then detonate it on her, which will destabilize her backtracking. So I just did that over and over, and then she died. So you need to keep doing that. There might also be a certain timing that you need to do it. I figured that if I take down her health, and then she starts backtracking, that's the perfect opportunity to throw and detonate the Zorus. And I pulled it off. You did it, but I don't understand it entirely, but that's my theory, and I just did it again and again, and then it finally worked. So, what now? Oh, okay, I'm not allowed to do anything. I have to update the game. app running. Can I do it after the update? I don't think I can do it again, because I just finished it. I'm just gonna try see if I can get the chat back on my OBS. Because maybe it works again. Now, where is this doc? Not visible. YouTube chat. There we go. Okay, I've got that working again. Very nice. Before I couldn't. Before it was like, we're detecting a weird source. You need to sign in with this account. And then when I tried signing in with my account to view the chat, then it was like, no, actually, you're not allowed to sign in here. Sign in a supported browser. So I was just like, oh, okay. I guess I can't see my chat in OBS. But I can now. So I see they fixed that. Very nice. Loving this update speed. This is generally why I do the updates as soon as I can, so that I get the majority of my speed immediately. Otherwise, I get really slow speed, despite how fast my internet may be. This is the benefit of living in a third world country. You get the small bone. Everyone in Europe, they have the closest access to the data center. So they get prioritized for the updates. So everyone can download the updates a lot faster. But if you're not near there, I believe there's like a prioritization system, and people that are further away in like weirder areas just get much slower speed. It's what it seems. Because every single partner I see that updates their game, it's like 50 megabytes per second. They use their gigabit lines and they just download each update in a couple seconds. And never been that way for me. I'm from South Africa. I don't know. Play some music. Do something. Something that's not copyright. I'm just glad that it wasn't bigger. I'm glad it was a small hotfix. Only like 9 megabytes, so I only needed to wait a few minutes for 9 megabytes. But overall, I'm actually really liking this update. The Railjack update was, while it was cool, it just was quite underwhelming. Because it didn't provide like everything we expected all at once, which was to be expected, obviously, but at the same time, yeah. And liches, I still don't like the lich system. Grinding that was so boring, but I had to do it to get the weapons. And I only grinded the lich system after they'd made like 5 massive improvements to the system. Only then did I say to myself, you know what, now it might actually be just worth the time, because they're probably not going to make it that much better. So yeah, we haven't had many great updates in the past year. I think it was just at the beginning of last year, and that was all. So it's been like a year since we last had a solid update for the game. Now, Railjack is something that they're still going to expand upon quite a lot. It's just going to take time. So it's not going to be an immediate amazing thing in the game. It's a completely new system that they've got a lot of work to do to improve. You mean I'm streaming while downloading? That's not how it works. If I'm streaming, I'm using my upload bandwidth, and my upload bandwidth is 500 megabits per second. My download bandwidth is between 200 and 500, so I have very fast internet. But because I live in South Africa, I get like on the very I get on like the throttled list for Warframe servers for download. I don't get prioritized. Whereas if I were to move to Europe, for example, let's say I go back to Birmingham in England, I'll get insane download speeds. Full speed straight away. Let me just let my cat out of the room before he eats the door. I will most likely be fighting the Jackal boss very soon. Very, very soon. Because I do believe we've finished the quest now. At least that's what it seems. Forgive the black screen temporarily, it's just switching over to game capture.
The inbox has messages for the operator. Anything about orders?
There we go, we finished the quest. And I was correct, to get the blueprints.
We are reunited. Parents to children. Family to family. Take this time to hold one another. For tomorrow our struggle continues. We will persevere. Know that our emancipation is writ in the star.
The system shall change. No more clutching at sunk costs, imposed ideals, hand-me-down hopes. No, we are better than that. Corpus shall know a violent restructuring, but with time enough to face the impending threat from Tau with renewed and absolute vigor. Or not. Perhaps the rot is too deep. Perhaps the father should abandon his children. Perhaps it is time for a new philosophy. It's just a bargain like any other. Yours is no different. Would you like a seat at my new table? Perhaps with your masked friends alongside? The business, was it? A curious name. And Utica, of course. All people who know what they want. I know what they want. But what about you? Tell me, friend. What is it you desire?
I want to rule the galaxy. Easy. I'm a ton of void demon. I'm gonna rule everything. Down with Space Mom. Random void scene. Oh cool, I got something. Probably... I don't know, the Protea blueprint? What enemy do I hate the most besides Nullifier? I'm not actually sure. Hate the most. I don't know, those little yellow roly-polies from the corpus, they used to be quite annoying. Protea. Yeah, I don't have the parts, just the blueprint. And just let me know if the stream looks smooth. Just because I can never know. Because my playback is usually laggy. Because I have the game full screened. But if it's smooth, looks good, Should be good. Because I can only really check that after the stream. And so far, yeah, the whole stream's been pretty solid. Awesome. So now we take on the boss. And my Protea is level 14. But I'll do it with Protea anyways. There's also... there's the sortie version of it. That's something... Sabotage sniper only? You mean sabotage? Let's try this boss, the small version, and then we'll go do the sortie, take on level 100. Venus. Fossa. Silky smooth? Nice. Feel like Protea is Saren's body with Vauban abilities? I mostly get Mesa vibes from her. Now the cat wants to come back into the room.
In an attempt
Bruh.
to exert power and authority, the corpus have continued to refine.
Just give me a quick sec. I just want to check my Discord. Getting spammed over here. Alright, just stuff I'll respond to later.
Their most lethal security proxy, the Jackal. Determine its location aboard this vessel and destroy it.
I'll still be gangster when fighting this boss no matter what. I doubt this boss will be a challenge. At level 100, maybe. But...
Please, just get me down from here, okay? They could be back any moment.
sorry, dude. Can't help you out, man. I don't have Granum crowns. Alright, let's do this. Test Moa.
I expected it to be bigger.
How much damage would this do to me? It's actually quite a lot considering the boss's level, so I wouldn't want to be in there. Another arena? Ah, I thought that'd be a different type of explosion. These walls don't last very long. Oh damn. Oh damn. I need to move quite fast for this. being shocked. Oh damn. I need to anticipate that better.
You know what to do. Destroy it. Well done, Tenno. You have sent a clear message this today.
Guaranteed Riven Sliver? Riven Sliver farm? Riven farm? That's actually pretty decent.
Wise Parvus, the low thief shall never know the cool caress of your crowns.
Come on, man. You can't scam me like this. There we go. And where was that guy at? Oh. Can I go back? What was that?
My Warframe is strong.
I'm not allowed back. Oh well, cheers dude. No saving for you.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
Granum Crown. At least I have it saved up. So yeah, you can farm Riven Slivers from this. I noticed at the very end, like, she pulled the Riven Sliver out and I was like, did she just grab a Riven Sliver? So that's pretty cool, seeing they've actually modeled it in-game. So what I'm gonna do now is...
Operator.
Actions have consequences.
Not as encrypted as they should be.
Fine. Riven capacity. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to solo all of this. I'm going to take on the level 100 version of the boss solo. Although I'm not going to do that part with Protea. I'll do this part with Protea, mobile defense I'll do with Frost, and then final... I take that back, let's go with Volt. Equipment, make sure I have the right build on. I do believe that I've got my Eidolon one equipped. There we go. Aramon, Kana. So, yeah, let's take on this boss. Should take me about 6-7 minutes. And this is likely on the new tileset as well. Nice.
Ship's reactor. The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the cooling cells.
Forgot this is a sortie. So the real question is, do I use them now? Or are they still just kind of useless? Guess I'll find out. Weird hitbox.
The reactor crisis. Now is the chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
No, it still comes with the free one. I don't entirely agree with this, to be honest. I'd still prefer it if you needed one of the two that you needed to release. Because then there's like a chance of, there's a risk of failure. No, my carrier. Leave him alone, 6 health. That missed, seriously.
The reactor has gone critical. Get the extraction immediately.
I'm also considering using RTX voice on the stream. That way you guys won't ever hear the keyboard and mouse clicks. It's something I'll need to test. The last door is gone. I never even noticed that. Could still exist, could still be chance-based. It is really loud? I figured. Yeah. So I can set up RTX voice for that for future streams. That way you guys won't hear clicky click, smack smack. Mobile defense, let's bring Frost. I wonder which Warframe I'm going to use for the boss. I think Volt might just be fine. He's not tanky, but he's decent. I could bring Wisp, but that might make it too easy.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
There we go. They are shredding my shield. Damn, that thing was tanky.
I need access to the terminal. Find one and patch me in.
Type softer. The thing about that is that I'm not entirely conscious of it, and it's hard to hear it with my headphones. So I don't really hear anything, but I know that you guys are most likely hearing some of it. I can try moving my mic a little bit closer to me. I mean, I could probably just try switch to RTX voice immediately. I can pause. Alright, let's try this. Microphone, properties, RTX voice, and The real question is it always going to pick up my voice? So yeah, you just tell me if you always hear my voice now or not, but I don't think you'll be hearing my keyboard anymore. Like, it's possible you might still, but not much. Yeah, I'm kind of slamming it. It's not picking up anything.
We are finished here. Move on.
Yeah, I can pause the game because I switched it back to solo mode. You never knew. These little roly-polies. I guess technically shield ospreys are not going to be considered that second most annoying enemy because they're just so strong. They give constant shield gating. Because they're permanently recharging the shields of enemies. And that gives the enemies constant shield gate. Which means they get like 90 to 95% damage reduction all the time. And then you can have the ospreys shield one another. So if there's just like 20 of them all at once, that can be quite a problem. Alright.
But we did it. Mission complete.
It's time for the level 100 boss. And honestly, I think I can just bring Vault. It should be fine. Disgusting. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Vault. The only boss that I've ever failed against, like a node boss, would be the Ropalolist. I failed against it once, ran out of lives, when I thought I had beat it. That's the only one I've failed against. My mind's blanking. Here we go. Electromagnetic anomalies. Awesome. So, have Vault equipped. Should have everything I need. Let's go in. Level 100. And apparently, for the whole week, we'll be having the exact same boss fight. They'll probably change like the little game mode mechanic. Make it like enemy resistance, elemental resistance or something. That'll make it a lot harder actually. But otherwise, for the whole week, we're going to have the boss to fight. Can I go in here? Can. That's the other thing that interests me. I can just go in there whenever. Alright, let's do this.
I expected it to be bigger.
I need to get used to that. Let's see if I can prepare for that one on the next phase. That poses a problem. It always faces me, so... Not bad. There we go. Ooh. I'm pretty low. These shock things are hard to deal with.
Critically damaged. Finish it off.
I got more than just a ribbon sliver. I got a Strophe blueprint. I already have the weapon, but now we know where that drops from. Yeah, I could use void mode as well. That is also true. Alright, so it's not always riven slivers, but... So I think that means it's not the most effective riven sliver farm because it's not guaranteed to get a riven sliver every single time. But it is still part of the drop pool. So I'd need to consult the wiki when we get the information there. To see the drop rates for all the different items I wonder if it would drop some of those Granum medals as well. That'd be pretty cool. That was fun. That was actually fun. And this is the new skybox for Venus. I think it should be Venus. And it looks really, really cool. Okay, so that was that. Now... yeah, there is no hard mode yet. I like that they've redone this interface stuff as well. It's a lot more immediate. You can see the information that you need. Although there is still the problem of, if you want to do like an exterminate or a mobile defense, you still need to look from node to node unless you know them off by heart. That's the only like small issue I have with it. So now, I just want to figure out what that void area still has to offer. And to go there, I think we'll need to do an exterminate. Now, which one would be an exterminate? No, that's Grenier. Phobos. I mean, sure, let's do the Sergeant. Why not? I don't want to do the Nightmare mode just because I want to test. I don't know if that's going to affect me in the void area. But I would like to see what I can do. I also want to know what happens if I can free one of those prisoners.
Contracts are not to be taken lightly. Eliminating this target will have a significant impact on enemy forces.
Granum Crown.
Leave no survivors.
Rank 3, 75 kills. Oh. Okay. And there's time limit. One kill. Maybe not the greatest. Switch the gun, there we go. How'd I get more time? I'm getting time back from killing some of them. So close. Granum Void rank 1. %180% of some weird buff. Unidentified item, okay. So yeah, I don't really understand how I get that extra time, but I definitely need a better weapon for that. I can't just go in there with Catch Moon, I need something that kills faster. Where's the boss? Now the real question is, do you only get one Granum Crown per mission? Because I need to search for these boys. Oh no. No, no, no. You come back here. You come back here right now. I'm not getting scammed. I won't be able to pick up that Granum. Come on.
May your desire blossom, thief, and with it, wisdom. Farewell.
He leaves. I couldn't get him because it was gonna force me to extract. That was such a scam. Okay, I got a Granum Crown decoration. Flipping mean to Sergeant? Sergeant who? I thought I just killed a normal enemy. How did I get all those buffs? Which buffs? I feel so cheated. Runs into extraction. And you have to physically pick the crown up. Or metal. The Granum.
The VIP that we're hunting is here. Find them and take them out.
It's interesting. I'm quite curious to know what the rewards from that might be. I'm mostly just curious on if there's any very effective ways of farming it, like if I did a survival, if that would work well, because then it might spawn more of them. Oh wait, it's up. I missed. Where'd he go? Heard a cache over here. Get to it. Affinity booster, not bad. That is pretty rare. But this is how I open that door. Then I heard a guy screeching here as well. Ooh. Where's that drone that he had? No, actually, screw this guy. I'm gonna kill him 20 times over before he scams me. Alrighty, I shall. Oh no, wait, I heard that guy screaming. Let's find out what we can do to save him.
Oh, yes! Yes! Help me. Free! Now what do I do?
Oh, you get Solaris standing for it. That's not worth it. I'm never gonna free them ever again. They can suffer. I'm not wasting my granims on that ever again.
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
I'm in trouble. What? Nah, it's just dinner's ready, and the rats came in, and by rats I mean cats, of course. Yeah, I don't have the curtain covering the back. The room's a bit of a mess because of my sister just trashing everything. Although you guys can't see them, it's on the floor. So, never mind. Mantis fuselage. I think I already had that. Hey, Ridgebot. Okay. I need a different strategy for killing those enemies because they're in the air, first of all, and they're not that tanky. Yeah, I know what you mean. I can see the desk in my camera frame as well. Hmm. And there's a lot of interesting options here. Grendel. Just munch them all. Yeah, there's Mesa too. I don't know. I mean, I guess we can try that. I don't know if she'll be able to kill them, but I guess it's worth a shot. I don't have a Mesa loadout, do I? No. So who's Mesa gonna replace? Ember, for now. For corrosive? No, those enemies had shield, right? We don't want to use a corrosive build. We just copy this to second slots. And then we go magnetic. Generally it would be magnetic plus radiation, but they seem to be almost entirely shield based. Viral toxin gas. They all work. Oh wait, this requires a D polarity. Gas it is. Alright. Make sure it's the right build. Yes. Alright, let's try that again. Gas is actually still fine. I tested it. It works great. Maybe not insane against level 2000 enemies, but sure does shred level 200s. But there are other options that work really well.
Eliminating this target will have a significant impact on enemy forces. Search the area. Leave no survivors.
This looks nice. I can even offer it over here, although I don't have a crown yet. Don't spawn him at the exit. I think I need to be in the mission for a certain amount of time. I noticed that in the previous run where I was just kind of looking for that cache. Wait, that Oxium Osprey was blue. Is one not gonna spawn? What was that? I saw text at the bottom. I like the new music, it's really nice. There we go.
The low thief shall never know the cool caress of your crown.
Let's offer it. I activated a lore piece. Back when they were humble wheat farmers. Okay, I see. So I can get lore based on the coin that I put in, so maybe we get different lore with a rarer piece. But that was pretty cool. I just thought I was gonna go into the simulation or weird void area. Which means I need to do this again.
won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
Sure, you can see players railjack in the windows. I never noticed any. Unless, are you talking about over here? Because you can see it if you look up. That's my one. Okay, well, we need to do that again, and then offer it to the hand. And we just need to wait around. So this seems effective, but it was guaranteed in every single mission. And I don't know if you can get more to spawn, so if you did like an endless survival, you'd get more of them. So, yeah. It's a matter of learning that.
The that we're hunting is here. Find and take them out.
Never even noticed. Okay. Guess I'll just miss. And now we just wait. I also wonder if the better Granum medals or... Let's see. Granum Crown. If the better ones are offered on higher difficulties. Because it is rarity based. Valorant skills coming in clutch, yeah, I know. I mean, I don't hit my targets in that game, so I'm improving upon my missing. Leech Aximus, that's a new one. I really like the detail in the new MOAs. Really high quality. Maybe I could do some exterminate missions instead. That is the other thing I'm wondering. If I could do higher level exterminate, or I just do survival, something that's endless, to see if more of them will spawn. But based on the dialogue given, it does seem like it's one per mission. Never know though. What is this? Just a big one. Protect nothing. All right, let's try with Mesa. Maybe I can use those guys for time. Yeah, that didn't go anywhere near as well. So I need to bring that weapon with then. To free those guys, maybe that'll give me more time.
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
The real question is, if I do a survival, I got a mag chassis. That was my... no wait. Identified void traces. I got 5 void traces from that. Which was pretty bad. But I'm only getting the tier 1 reward. So... my Mesa performed worse. What's my Mesa Prime build? This is it. Basically, I just go with decent strength and then waltz so that I can move around, and then I have adaptation plus vitality. This can be normal vitality. I just have it maxed, so I use the Tau as well. An improvement to this, obviously, is putting on Umbral Intensify instead of Intensify. I just don't have the space for it. Because I haven't put form on her. I hardly use Mesa. I personally don't find her that fun because she just auto-aims, and I prefer to aim by myself, kind of thing. Like, otherwise I'm just standing there almost entirely immobile, and then I'm just holding down left click as she just blasts. Other people may find it fun, and it is better for console, but on PC it's underwhelming. I just prefer to do the shooting myself. But it doesn't mean that she's not useful. She is very useful in many situations. I do have a reactor on her, yes. Yes. The only other thing I can really think of is like maybe Saren. She could be pretty good. But I need that melee weapon. And Saren works very nicely with Nikana. I wonder if there's a wiki page for it already. Saren build. I've got 3 different builds for her. Oh, I'm running the wrong one at the moment. This is my nuke build. So just run around. If enemies are under level 30, this is what I use. Just run around, blast them, dead. This is my... I think it's also... no, this is my Sanctuary Onslaught build. I like never used it, that's why I can't remember. And this is my main build. This is the one I use almost all the time. Really, really fun. So, I mean, I guess we're gonna try not using Nikana Prime. I'm gonna use the other melee weapon. The problem with that is it's quite slow. And the heavy attack, I need more charge up time on that. So... let's grab it here. And let's mod it. Heavy attack wind-up speed. Killing blow for more heavy attack wind-up speed. Magnetic. doesn't stack with Killing Blow? What do you mean? The wind-up speed. It should. And even if it doesn't, I'm still getting more attack damage on that. Do you mean like the throwing animation is still slow? Well, let's test it then.
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized would cry out in thanks.
You want the Nakana Prime, but it's vaulted? Well, there is a way around that. You farm for platinum, and then you buy it like that. Which is the fastest method, even when it's available. It's how I literally got everything else in the game. I needed like 50 prime things, and a bunch of Vandal type weapons, which were really a nuisance to get. I just bought that with platinum. I grinded 10,000 platinum in 1 month, and just bought everything. Fastest way to farm that stuff, just farm the platinum. And I'll make a guide on that soon. Okay, wind up speed. I'm just getting a little bit accustomed to it. How much would it cost? Shouldn't be more than 200 platinum. Could be 100. I can't remember. Prices do change. It feels faster. The heavy attack is faster. So it does. The wind-up speed does affect it. Now the main thing, of course, is just attack speed in general. That's the other problem. Against the lower level enemies, I probably wouldn't need this, but I would need to form this whole weapon. And I am missing out on some levels, just because the weapon isn't maxed. But it's only 4 capacity that I'm missing out on, which is a decent amount of attack speed, but otherwise still mostly just fine. So that's just one thing I want to test. I see you're reading stuff correctly there. Alright, well, let's try it. I do believe I have the right Saren build. Only downside now is I can't use the appropriate melee weapon for what she's useful for. That's the only downside. Let's try a higher level exterminate, so we'll go to Pluto. see if there's an exterminate up here. There's a capture. And there's an exterminate. Alright.
Eliminate all corpus threats.
They'll have plenty of robotics. Corpus never fight for themselves.
Alright, so there is some knockback. Combustion beam. I don't recall having that. What? I hate that the Astilla has knockback. It never did self-damage, but it has knockback now. It's such a big nerf to this weapon. And I really love this weapon. It sucks that it does that now. I'm going the wrong way. It's up here. No? Now it's down here. Got all his shields back. That's the rare one. Okay. So it does depend on level, I guess.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
The real question now is how much different is the harder version gonna be? And do I get more time? No. Oh. Well, it's safe to say Saren doesn't really work against these guys. Where'd I get those little time things? Damn it, I never get 50 kills. Time 1-5. That means I got 1 out of 5 time capsule things. So I need to be able to find them. Okay, I didn't lose internet connection. I just didn't... I lost connection to the chat in game. Alright, so the Zorus... I noticed that there's those guys that float sometimes. There was one in the previous one that I attempted. And you need the Zorus for that. Of course, this would probably be way easier with more players, to be completely honest. I'm doing it solo, that's the biggest issue. Is that I'm just doing it alone. But there are those little time things. And I actually noticed it. It's a little pyramid that floats, and I need to find the rest if I want to get more time. And it does seem like there are 5 of them based on the 1-to-5 ratio I saw there. What is the place that it teleports to? I can't remember. It's some weird dimension where they're making experiments on their own people. They're trying to, like, combat the sentience by changing themselves. And I got 7,500 credits from that. The problem is I've never gotten more than 50. I'm always just a few kills short, and it's generally time related. The enemies are constantly in the air, and Zorus can be used, I'd assume. I just never saw a dude this time that I could save. And it's like a little bit of a process to get to it each time. So this time I'm just going to bring Nakana with me and then search around. Because Nakana is going to be way better. And Astilla is a big no. Astilla's not going to get the job done. Not against those enemy levels. I was kind of expecting just to get the same regular leveled enemies. Can't immediately think of another weapon that would be very useful against that. It's just the fact that I'm doing it solo, which is the problem. I think that's just the biggest issue. But I'll try it solo once more.
Navigation.
The only other thing that I'm confused with is if you go in there and you have a squad, don't they need to come with you at the same time? Or would you go in alone? Because each person needs to expend one of those medallions, I'd assume. Unless one person can open it up for everyone. Try Redeemer Prime? That's not going to work well enough. It's really high damage, but it's too slow. And I want to make sure that I stack up my Nakana here. No, I'm not going all the way back there.
head to extraction.
You hate Nakana Prime or you hate me?
Many things have been taken from us. It's true. But fortune favors the bold. And there ain't no
Still need that guy to spawn.
people with nothing to lose.
Wise paws of the low thief shall never know the cool caress of your crown.
Okay. That confirms that it's 100% difficulty based on the crowns you get. And you can stack up these crowns, you don't need to use them immediately, but I'm just doing that so that I can learn. Where's the nearest one here? Alright. Let's try that again with a better weapon this time, and I'll also try see if I can find more of those little time capsules. Okay, it caps. That's good to know. So I'll try not to pick them up. They're a lot harder to kill when they're in particle form. I'm stuck. I don't see any more. I never get 50 kills, ever. It's always 40 something. And that time I just kinda messed up, but I wasn't able to kill them properly. My Nakana couldn't really damage them well when they were in their spectral form. It's weird. Excalibur could work. I could hold them all in place. Could work as well. Very, very strange activity. And those little time things don't give much. And I saw one kept spawning in the same spot. So they spawn in, but it's still hard to understand it immediately and grasp it. But I guess I can try Excalibur this time. But I'd need my fastest version of him. Even then, like, it... what's her name just becomes better. Mesa. It's hard to know. It's something I'd need to just check the wiki for additional information, because this isn't something I'm grasping immediately. Maybe the main problem is I'm just doing it solo. But each time I change my tactic, it still results in a similar ending. I always get just under 50.
Eliminate all corpus threats.
Wasn't expecting that to be there. They're below. Yeah, I shall. No, I haven't. I shall do everything after the stream. Alright, 5 more enemies. There's the boy.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Alright, let's just grab some energy, and then we'll try this again. They are higher level this time. I have no clue where to get the extra time. Hello? Shoot. She doesn't want to shoot. She's not shooting. Mesa, hello? Mesa's not good enough. She's not good enough. And I see the little timer there, it's total time, so I had 1 minute 10 seconds for that. Always under 50. It has to be multiplayer then. Maybe it's just not a solo thing, or it's not intended to be solo by design, but I can't do it with my current tactics. I need to figure something out. And Mesa can't do it. She couldn't kill the enemies there. And she wouldn't shoot them either. I don't know why. I'd let go of the mouse, click again, aim at them, circle around them. No shots fired. I did try Saren, but she's not effective at killing them in their spectral form. So she was insanely good at breaking them, but as soon as they went into spectral form, she just flopped. It became kind of useless. try Xscal just to prove him wrong. Yeah, I can try Xscal. I just don't know if I have the right build for him. Because currently I have a very specific build. This should be fine. Honestly, it should just be fine overall. It's just the speed on the blade. I don't even have my blade maxed. That's another problem. So I'm going with the condition overload build here. I think what I will do is just go with this instead for more speed. And then I'll level up Organ Shatter. And then the other issue is range. Let's just copy this into slots 2. And we're taking out rage, taking off power drift, we're putting range on. And just that little bit more range. As for Ferox, it's not going to have much use. We're just going to go with the blade. And yeah, that's the tactic. Try saving the Solaris United people. They give plus 20 seconds. That's something I could actually do with Excalibur, to be honest. I can equip this Zorus. Should have the right build as well. Yeah. Alright, I'll try that. So Excalibur can both use the blade and he can use the Zorus. So that's an option. The main downside is I always want to use melee because it's really fast and effective. The problem is you need the Zorus as well if you want to save them. And when I did take the Zorus, I couldn't find any. But there were some every other try. And if they do give plus 20 seconds, that is very significant. Although it would take like roughly 5 to 10 seconds to save them in the first place. At least on first try. Oh yeah, I need to kill all these enemies. The lasers always get me. Oh, is my blade only level 14? Because I put Forma on it, and then I never leveled it up.
Extraction.
Now we just need that boy to spawn.
Your crowns are safe in my grasp, oh father. Protect me.
Ah! All right. Let's try him out. Damn, it's tanking. Dude, their levels keep scaling. They went up to level 90 so quickly. Level 250. No. Level 250. They're scaling so high. I was 5 kills off. Okay. That's crazy. I got another decoration. Oh, but you get 2 different caches, I see. So each time you reach each milestone, you get multiple caches. That is very interesting. The scaling became quite an issue at the end there. Then I guess it comes down more to what their weakness is. Excalibur is better because you can carry Zorus. And his damage is really high. Mesa just flops. It might just be the damage type, but I had gas on her as well. And I have gas here too. And I was missing out on a significant amount of damage there because I was using Fury instead of Condition Overload. But the problem with this is my blade isn't maxed, so I can't put Organ Shatter on. But yeah, the ability to have melee weapon and another option is really good. It means Titania Prime is also possible. She could work too. Because she does have higher damage than Mesa. But can't be entirely sure there if it'd be as good as Excalibur because those enemy levels ramped up insanely fast. They went from level 15 to 250. And that made them a little bit more tanky. And another problem is my Exalted Blade had a lot of damage fall off at the max range. I could hardly damage them, so I needed them to kind of clump up together. Which could mean that I might need to use an Operator Arcane to pull them in. Just to stack them all together, because they do drop those little time capsules. That's why I had so much time. Okay, so stretch still seems quite important. Adaptation, like I started taking damage. Adaptation is also like kind of useful. Everything here is kind of useful. I do still have Chromatic Blade though. I'm just missing out on some strength. Which overall isn't too bad. I had Rage to have a lot of energy. So overall this is about as good as it's going to get for that particular activity. So I guess the biggest upgrade is just this Condition Overload, and just being able to have a max Organ Shatter would also be very nice. So I can try that again. Once more. Although I would kind of like to try it on a lower level. Like we'll go back to Sergeant and see how that goes. But now we're going to do way more damage. And we have Zorus, so we know what we're doing here. This boy doesn't really do much. You already know what's best for what? You never knew about the Zorus thing, you scrub. Thing is, there are other options as well. Excalibur worked there, though. With the right build, he can work. You just need the most insane build ever. Oh yeah, Operator, that's what I was missing. Operator, equipment, Magus Repair, no. What is it? I couldn't see it because I wasn't looking here. I need anomaly to be maxed. Where did I get anomaly? Cetus maybe? How much do I need? I need 11 of them. Yeah, I need 11. Magus anomaly. Rest in peace, framerate.
Eidolon Seat Swang intercepted that isolated node. We are prepared to provide.
Anomaly is not from here.
In time.
It is from Fortuna. I figure this is going to be best because those specters just go so far away, and when they're at that range, I can't damage them effectively. Keep making this mistake.
Well, well, well. Another tenno. This ain't my usual line of work, you understand. I'm not from around here, but I've got a fast tractor and I know how to jump a rail. So a new friend in Zeta's set me up with all this. Name's
Why is she telling me this again?
Fortune hunter, rail agent, and the girl your mumsy warned you about. And now, somehow, the local Quill-endorsed purveyor of amps and assorted paraphernalia. So, what'll it be? Any of this
Anomaly.
useful?
Don't have enough. Can't max it.
Oi, see anything you fancy?
Okay, so I'll just buy 5 then. Anomaly. Upgrade is an upgrade after all.
Works for me.
And let's go ahead and upgrade that arcane. Jesus, dude. Yeah. Lockdown is something I always want. Repair is like that always comes down to Repair is really good for hunting. Elevate is really good overall because that's just 95% chance for 300 health every single time. But I want to pull those enemies close to me. So let's upgrade this. That's 25 meters now. 30 is max, but this is good enough. Little dude. Okay. Let's do this. And we're gonna do it against your boy. I mean, I kind of want to do this boss again. What are the chances I'll get scammed? Actually, no. Actually, yes. Let's try the blade. I don't have a rifle this time. I'm out of sync? What do you mean? My audio? Hmm?
In an attempt to exert power and authority, the corpus have continued to refine their most lethal security proxy, the Jackal, determine its location aboard this vessel, and destroy it. I expected it to be bigger.
Oh. Need J-Sling to read the stream.
Keep talking. We're still trying to figure out how dumb you are.
Damn it, I can't stand on it. Wow, that timing. Did they add what? The boss? This is new. No, you're gonna waste my stuff. Okay, now we just need that dude to spawn again. No scams. No scams, please. Damn it, I'm gonna have to end the mission to start the thing.
Track it down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
Hey, J-Sling. It's true, I do crack them 90s. Alright. Well, now we can do it. So let's do it then. The final test. Where's this boss? Am I blind? Yes, I am blind.
The assassination target is nearby. See it and destroy.
These corpus remind me of the Orokin. Selfish, greedy.
Ah. Where's the nearest hand? I do not see it. I feel like I've missed one. Oh, there's one over here. Awesome. Do I need to spawn more? Okay, let me just kill him. Can I go in? Let's go. Yeah, these guys don't scale. So this should be basically guaranteed 75 kills. I've already gone over it. Oh, there are more boys to save. Okay, I could have had more time. But I've reached the max bonus over there. We did it.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
So we got credits, and Stropher Blade, which is likely for one of the new weapons. Okay, it's doable. Excalibur does a pretty good job. And being able to pull those enemies closer really helped over there. Although they were very low level, I'm sure when they scale to level 250, you need to be able to pull them closer. Otherwise you can't do that high damage with Excalibur's blade. And I'd need to free another one of those dudes for an extra 20 seconds. That would probably be the main tactic. So yeah. I mean, that seems to be just about all. I do have some of the new weapons. What are the other ones that I got? The Stelta, and I think Stropha is the secondary, is it not? No, it's the melee. Yeah. Okay, so that activity is mostly just for farming the new weapons. There doesn't seem to be like any kind of end game thing, at least yet. And that's all it really gives, right? Yeah. Some credit caches and then parts. The decorations too. I guess those ones count as well. You get little decorations for the orbiter. Not sure what size they are though. They're pretty large. I don't know where I'd put them, so I'm just gonna leave this one here for now. And you can farm a bunch of them. So, I guess that's cool too. Otherwise, I'll do some research after the stream and see what else there is to it on the wiki. And yeah, I really do enjoy this update. Although I have done the majority of it already, there is still a little bit more to farm for. And Excalibur seems to be king for that mode. So yeah, if you guys are having any trouble, just try Excalibur. Make sure you use a very good build for it though. You need speed, and I'd argue that having a condition overload build is pretty much required for the higher difficulties. So yeah, I'll be wrapping up this stream, boys. And if there's any females, which I highly doubt, I'm quite certain they don't exist. And I can set this back to borderless. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I might get some guides out for this, if necessary. You guys can expect that either tomorrow or the day after, if I do so. Otherwise, I'm gonna try learn the rest off stream, because I find it easier to learn there. I can do my boring sit still and read through stuff, whereas you guys probably wouldn't enjoy that if I did that on stream, just sitting there reading through paragraphs. So I guess I'll catch you guys again either tomorrow or the day after. I'll try get some guides out for this. Not too much to cover, but still a decent amount of content, and I really like the new tileset. Really well done there. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.